this sport has gotten so much parity in it now. And obviously when you play a Russ Rose team, you're going to be in for a battle. And, with COVID and the way it went, I think they had some players out a majority of their season and, got healthy here at the end. And so I knew that our draw was going to be extremely tough. And our team battled. And, I thought we controlled game one and we didn't convert late and gave that game away. But I love the resilience that we showed. I love that the way that we came back in game three. And, our left sides had big nights. And I think a lot of that has to be attributed to what the game that Jenna set. I was really pleased with her set selection. And our middles, especially Bree, did a good job kind of holding the middles to get some size advantage against their setter. So well executed by our team and a battle.
Thanks, Coach. Go ahead and put your raised hand functions up, gang, and we'll go through some questions. Start with John High.
Coach, after dropping that first set, what did you say to the team, or did anything need to be said?
No, we just talked about executing at a high level and being consistent all the way through. This sport is, of all sports that are played, every error is a 2-point switch. So you've got to manage you got to play at a high level. We obviously out-hit them significantly, but we had a few errors, a couple serve receive errors, and let them kind of back in the game. But overall, we wanted to be consistent with our serving and keep putting pressure on them. I know fans and media get really upset with our serving, but when we get teams off the net, players like Horde, their middle blocker, are eliminated, and you have to do that against the good teams.
And also, a win like this, you said you knew you were in a tough draw, but when you get a W like this, what does that do moving forward?
Yeah, we got a quick turnaround. I think we play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. It's unfortunate that our sport has not given us a day in between, but our teams have done the best when we've had the toughest draw. I think sometimes when you're Texas and you get the lower names in front of you, it's a hard time kind of speaking to your team about how good they are. And when they feel, the best situation for me is when they feel threatened, and they'll feel threatened now with Nebraska being at home and on a completely different court that we've only had 30 minutes to train on. Or 45 minutes, and we'll be ready to go.
Maya Taylor, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. I was wondering, how do you feel like you're going to go about kind of fixing like the service error problem?
I'm not too concerned about our service errors. We only missed 11. We had a few too many in one game, but this game is won and lost in the serve and pass game, and that's what I'm saying is that when they're pulled off the net, you look at, if someone's hitting 25% kill percentage, you're going to have 50% kill percentage, meaning number of kills by total attempts. It's really challenging. Hey, hold on one second. Hey guys, you guys got to go in there. I'm sorry, we're on media. They can't hear. That you can't sustain that kind of level because their side out percentage becomes so high. So you got to be able to drop that. Once you get them off the net, percentages significantly go down. And that's why middle hitters have the best hitting percentage. And when we're in system and doing that, you have a really good team.
Roger Wallace, you're up.
Hey, Jarrett, that third set, they've got a set point. Such a huge momentum thing at 1-1. How big was that? Did you feel like that momentum got carried over because you were able to pull away in the fourth set?
I was hoping it would. I thought we came out and we executed right off the bat and we got some separation. We never let them back in the game. And I thought we played really consistent. After about the first half of game 3, we weren't passing very well. And we challenged our passers to kind of just tighten it up a little bit. And I thought that was the difference moving forward. They really took control of the ball and did a nice job.
Last one, Nick Moyle, you're up.
Yeah, my question's kind of along the same line as Roger's, but just curious, after that third set, which was obviously a battle, it can be physically draining and it can be emotionally draining. How do you think y'all responded coming out of that?
Well, it was emotionally draining the way that we played in game 1. We controlled the match all the way up until 22 points, and we had 3 or 4 swings to win that, I think, and never executed. So there was that emotional drain, and then we were, I think, down 22-20, and we're facing match point. But this game is so close, and there's so many challenges that you got to be able to win those, and that's a tribute to our team and executing it at the crunch time. And that's not a whole lot of coaching. It's the right decision making by our setter. It's the execution by our passers, and and obviously getting the right situation set up so we can score. And we did that. And, you know, especially in game one, I thought we lost on a pretty poor call. I didn't have the video, but I don't know if any of you watched that. Was that replay actually ball in? Anybody see it?
You couldn't really tell. They didn't have a good
Okay.
angle from what we saw.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for your time. Good
Okay,
luck
thank you.
tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Skylar, I'm curious, the emotion, the momentum swing of winning that third set when you're down a set point late like that. How important is that? Not just obviously to take a 2-1 lead, but the emotion of going into that fourth set with a 2-1 lead as opposed to being down 2-1.
I think that we did a good job trusting in each other, and I think that that's why we were able to score those 2 points to have the match or set point. But it is an emotional high, but I think we just needed to stay focused and continue on into the fourth set because we knew we weren't done yet.
Thanks.
John High, go ahead.
Skylar, what was going through your mind after that first set, after you guys lose that one? I mean, was there any worry or anything after that?
No, there's still more sets to be played. So we took that and we worked hard, and that's why we came out on top. We fought together as a team.
And talk about the coach was talking about the quick turnaround. I think he said you guys play at one. Any concerns about that?
Not really. We've been doing that all season, and we know that we're not done yet. So I think that we have that mental switch, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Nick Moyle, you're up.
Yeah, I think Logan had, I think, 63 swings and only like 3 or 5 errors, 22 kills. I mean, and I think you were kind of along the same lines, 22 and only 3 errors. I mean, what was working for y'all? What's it like when you're both kind of rolling like that?
I think our setter just did a good job of placing the ball and giving us a great set, and also a huge shout out to our middles because they were pulling the block for us. So we had to open that, and we were just going.
And I know obviously this is, about 10 minutes after you just won, but what, if anything, do you know about Nebraska?
We know that they're just like us, so it's just a time to compete.
Maya Martinez, go ahead.
So y'all have a quick turnaround tomorrow against Nebraska, and this might be familiar ground for them. You guys are in Nebraska. So how do you feel? What do you think you need to step up, in terms of your gameplay in order to get the victory tomorrow?
I think we just need to keep creating our own energy and focusing on Texas volleyball, and we'll be able to do what we can do.
Last one, Maya Taylor, go ahead.
Hi, Skylar. Great match. What
Thank
kind
you.
of stamina and focus does it take to not only just play like a full volleyball match, but also go through a third set like the one that you all just played?
I think we just have that mentality that we've been doing it for so long, and we fight together as a team, and that's who we are. So we just trust and believe in one another, and I think that's why we came out on top.
Thanks, Skylar. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all can
Hi, Jenna. Great match. I was just wondering, you kept the ball in play by kicking it. Do they teach you that in practice, or is that just like an instinct?
No, I don't even know how I did it. It was just coming up my foot, and I just kind of spazzed out a little bit and ended up coming up. I have no idea how it happened.
John High, go ahead.
Jenna, what is a game like this? I mean, Coach said he knew you guys were in a tough draw. You knew you'd play some good teams. What does a win like this do moving forward?
Oh, it definitely just kind of gives us a little boost of confidence. I think our biggest thing heading into this tournament is to take it one step at a time. We see that there's like a tough path ahead of us, but our biggest thing was doing our best to not focus on that at all. It's really easy to look ahead, but you're not going to get anywhere doing that. The only way you're going to get far in this is taking it one step at a time, one point at a time. And that's kind of just been our motto this whole entire time that we've been here so far. And I think it's paid off, and tonight definitely gave us a little confidence boost going into tomorrow.
You talk about not looking ahead, but you got Nebraska tomorrow, and it's a quick turnaround. How do you get ready so quickly?
Yeah, it's just definitely, we kind of just talked about it as a team, just about unwinding, getting off of our phones, just having that quiet time and kind of going brain dead for a little second just to get away from everything. And as amazing as a win like this feels, you can't take too much time to focus on it. You just kind of have to get ready for the next match, go to sleep and wake up, and it's Nebraska next. So it was a great game, but there's a lot to focus on ahead of us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Maya Martinez, go ahead.
Hey, Jenna. So it was a really high energy game. I think anybody who was watching could, agree with that. So how do you feel the communication and I think the relationship between y'all on the court today helped give you the boost in the victory?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting environment. Obviously, we're really used to playing in really packed arenas where it's really loud and you can't hear anybody. And a big emphasis this season has been trying to create our own energy. And that's something that's really hard to do. But I think that Penn State has amazing energy. I love how fired up they get. And I think we fed off of that really well too, and kind of just matched that the whole night. And so I felt like the communication was probably some of the best that we've ever had. And the energy on top of it is just something that gave us that extra boost to play as well as we did.